Found a big cane break on the side of the highway and got us a cane pole for the lake. Okay, Campfire Crew, me and Stella's about to make us an old-timey cane pole for brim fishing around the pier. So we got us a fine cane pole out of a cane break. Now we got to get her cleaned up. When was the last time you saw an old-timey cane pole? Y'all leave me a message down in the comment section. I think we're going to leave the little pieces on until this thing gets a little bit drier. The pole's not all the way dry. I found you can get a green one or you can get one that's already turning brown, and we got one that was already turning brown. You can still see it's got some green in it. But when we cut these little limbs off, I'm going to let this thing get a little bit drier before I cut them all the way off to the edge to make sure that this thing don't break. So, me and Stella's got a fine cane pole. Big long cane pole that I think is probably 15 foot long, 12 or 15 foot long. We're gonna get us some line tied on it, and we bought some worms, and we are gonna see if we can catch a brim on this cane pole. Stella, you want a brim fish? We're gonna tie them together, all of the limbs off, and tie us a rock to it and throw it off of the pier and make us some fish structure. So I tied a Palomar knot on the pole, and I'm going to put line down about 3/4 of the length of the pole. I want y'all to see what size brim hooks I've got. These are number 8 hooks. They're real small. They're long shank. Can y'all see how long the shank is on them? When you buy brim hooks, you buy a long shank so that he can't swallow the hook. Because if it's a small brim and you don't want him, you don't want to kill him, and if he swallows the hook, there's nothing you can do but tear the hook out, or either cut the line and leave the hook in his mouth, or buy a long shank hook and the shank still sticks out of his mouth, and you can get a hold of it and make the hook come out of the fish's mouth and not kill the fish. Long shank brim hooks. These are little bitty things too. We got this one out. And we also want to tie a Palomar on this brim hook if we can get. I don't think we're going to be able to. The line's too big and the hook's too small. I may have to go get my hook glasses on. Did you see me ring that hose twice? So we're going to tie a Palomar. A Palomar is a monofilament knot. Mono means fishing line. Pull it tight and cut our little tag off. Don't bite fishing line. Biting fishing line burns your teeth. Alright. Got our bobber. I'm not going to put any weight on it because the hook's got a little bit of weight, and then this something this small, it don't need weight on it. So I'm going to make it about a foot deep, somewhere in that neighborhood, and put us a piece of red worm on it. Save the other piece of a worm, and let's get it in the water. Okay, by putting the line only 3/4 of the way down the pole, I get to control it and rock it like I want to. So I want to fish beside that post over there. If I can get it over there. Okay, there's the first brim on our new cane pole. And he knocked our worm all the way up the pole. So we're going to save this brim, and we're going to use him for catfish bait later on in the evening. Cane pole fishing. Let's catch another one. You know what? Since he was the first one on the cane pole, let's let him go. There's another 10,000 of them down there. Can y'all see how far that shank, the hook shank, sticks up out of his mouth? So if you use long shank hooks, they never swallow the hook, and you can get them out every time. That's that same little piece of worm. I done caught like 10 on it. Another one.